Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! So, in between episodes, I decided to grind for some frog coins because I feel like buying things with some frog coins. I came to Land's End, jumped on those antlions a bunch. Really difficult. It feels like I'm fighting for control because it's bouncing me in directions that I can't figure out how I'm bouncing in those directions. Definitely a difficult task, but I managed to get a bunch of them, and as I was leaving Land's End, of course, I have to go through this Koopa bouncing challenge in order to get out of here, and I got a good enough time, 11 point some odd seconds, that this guy's giving me another prize. It's a frog coin. Hold on a sec, what happens if I get better than 11? $10.33. Be a great Sky Trooper. Too bad Mario can't glitch himself into being a Sky Trooper. Well, dang. I should have been doing this the whole time. That's a lot easier than dealing with those antlions. Anyway, speaking of glitches, when we last left off, we were investigating the source of the glitches that have been happening lately, and came across a glitch generator. Having destroyed it, we should be hopefully glitch-free from now on. Though, what planted the glitch generator in the first place? Who knows? Also, we need to help Gino locate the missing pieces of the wish-granting Star Road. Where do we look? Who knows? But I have at least found a lead here in Seaside Town. There is one of the strange residents here, or maybe two of them, I can't really tell, has some useful information. A star has fallen into the sea. The pirate, probably... that man, Jonathan Jones probably has it. He's nasty. He sounds a little bit uncertain. The toad who was giving me that info. But it is in fact a lead. We need to go after some guy named Jonathan Jones. And maybe we'll find a piece of the Star Road there. But before we head there, there are going to be a lot of encounters that I'm going to have to try to avoid, and I want to have an easy out. If I hit one by accident, I did not think I'd be able to step in front of you like this. Hello there. You're Mario, right? Do you remember me? We met at Tadpole Pond when I was still a tadpole. You must be talking with one of the Marios who got a game over, because we definitely have not been to Tadpole Pond on this adventure. So, I definitely want Sia to have an easier time running from battles. Along with that... Oh, I could afford the experience booster if I wanted. I'm not really going to make much use of that, though, when I have 3 quartz charms. Although, imagine the experience booster combined with having 3 Marios on my team. I'd be gaining 6 times experience from battle. Well, for the sake of buying something else, earlier times. I wound up with more frog coins than I expected. Alright, preparations out of the way. Let us go ahead and make our way to the sunken ship out here, and we'll confront this so-called Jonathan Jones. Good job. I'll let you through. If you can get past me first, that is. Okay, we got past him. If you're wondering what that scene is, that is the scene when you go through King Calamari's room after defeating him. It plays a little cutscene as a transition between the first half of the ship and the second. What are going on here? Who are you? Looking for a star. Out of luck. Whatever falls in the sea becomes Johnny's property. Ain't letting you through. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to deal with these guys. Although, do I really have to? Actually, hold on a sec. I wanted to change to something. I think there is one or two enemies in the game that I never actually encountered. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to their fight. And there they are. We got a recolored shadow, so it's more like a ghost. That would be this thing. And we have a recolored Remo Khan from Booster Tower. These are enemies that would be in the final dungeon. So let's get rid of the little boos real quick. And we can kind of see what these other two enemies are about. Okay, that one can cause status afflictions. So that one is called Pupox. And that one is called Doppel. Kind of like Doppelganger? And that thing can cause mute. So we got Mario who's okay, we got Mario who can only use spells, and then Mario who can only attack. And that takes care of that. And then we wind up fighting another group of them. Let's speed this along to get to our turn, because I don't really feel like dealing with them. We'll just go ahead and do this. Oh look, there's a terrapin here. That's kind of weird. Pretty tough. Letting you through. Let's go. Let's save seat just in case, and then go. You are okay there? You're kind of stuck in your walking animation. So you're the Mario, eh? Which one? Not much to look at. Star fell into my sea, so it's mine. If you want it, you'll have to fight for it. Maybe if we told him what the star was for, he would actually be okay with giving it up, you know? Like, hey, this star is kind of required to make sure that all your dreams come true. Whatever. We're like, oh, I don't know, 5 or 10 levels above where we normally would be at this point, so this should actually be, yeah, pretty easy. By the way, have you ever noticed how Johnny is wearing a costume? And I don't mean the cape, I mean that he's not really a shark. Here, let me bring up his promotional art. It's a lot easier to tell there. It is definitely a costume. The eyes on the shark head are not actually eyes. Instead, there is an eye inside his mouth, meaning that there is somebody inside a costume. In fact, hold on a sec. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to basically rip off his costume. Let us find out what he really looks like under there. What does the eye belong to? Apparently that's all there is an eye. Well, I gotta say, I didn't see that one coming. Oh, wait a sec. Ripping the costume off and having just an eye is distorting reality. It is changing the battlefield. The battlefield is changing to Bowser's Castle. Okay, compared to some of the other battlefield changes we've seen, that is actually kind of mundane. Well, I suppose at the least it's not a glitch. No, but seriously, why Bowser's Castle? That is actually kind of odd. Oh well, who wants some fish fry? I know that sharks aren't actually fish, but whatevs. Right eye. Well, during the main game, this is only part of a boss fight, so this should actually go down pretty easily. Let's give this eye a black eye. Or make it into one. Yeah, we definitely got this. Let's cook it the rest of the way. I don't know what boiled eyes taste like. Actually, I have no intention of ever finding out. Go world. Extra's protection's gone. Go world. Oh crap. It's just like the cloaker situation. If we try attacking now, the game will crash because there's nothing to attack. And this time we can't run. Crap. Don't suppose there's a way to win this fight. Because otherwise we're kind of stuck here because this thing is not going to end the fight. Well, there's always earlier times. I'm actually kind of curious. What happens when you use earlier times on a battle that you shifted? Will we go back to Johnny proper? Well, it changed the battlefield back to normal, but we're still fighting Johnny the Eye. Or John Eye, as we'll call him. Okay, well there is a way that we can actually win this. We have to make sure that one of these bandana reds are left. And it has to be a bandana red that we defeat. Last, that is. If we defeat the eye last, the battle continues. If we defeat the red last, then that will trigger the end of the fight. Oh gosh. Didn't know you had Dark Star. Well, I mean, I was going to kind of goof around and see what other attacks he had, but you know what? That's good enough information for me. We're just going to go ahead and jump on the eye. Shut your lid. Go world. Yeah, definitely like the cloaker situation. Okay, what next? That's next. Whatever works. I'm impressed, matey. You've earned the star. Souvenir of our fight. Yeah, a souvenir that will restore balance to the world or something. I like how the extra Marios are uncertain what pose to do. Oh! We suddenly have a lot of stars. I guess while Gino is off the team, he's off collecting more star pieces. Alright, we're making some good progress here. No, seriously, what was the deal with that fight? It was another glitch boss. But Bowser's Castle... was that like some kind of vision? I mean, it would make sense. We were fighting an eye. Bowser's castle. Well, there's Smithy hanging around in the castle. Stabbed right in its heart. Is there some sort of connection between Smithy and these glitches that have been occurring? Well, it's a bit of a stretch, but hey, it's a lead anyway. Well, let's go ahead and make our way to Bowser's castle and take on Smithy. Okay, so I don't necessarily need to show the trek through Bowser's castle because it's basically going to be the same as normal for the most part, but I at least wanted to show off Ball Solitaire, because my initial run I kind of lost at it, and I want some redemption. And while it would technically be better if this was shown during the episode where I was actually doing these challenges, you know, keep the context. If I can finish this now, it'll help me feel better. That said, there's no guarantee that I'm actually going to have this figured out right now. Although I feel like I'm on the right track. Hold on, let me think here. If I knock this one across this, then I could have that one knock that, and then that one knock that. No, that won't work. Let me just try a thing. I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh my goodness, I think I got it. I got it. I wish I could say that was my first try. Simple as ABC. Easy for you to say. Okay, so I kind of goofed in the previous episode. I thought that the save file wasn't showing star count despite the fact that I acquired a star in the forest. And then I realized that the reason there wasn't a star count is because I reloaded my save before getting the star. Now that I actually do have stars, it's showing star count. Whoops. This is Smithy's castle. Oh, my mistake. I was calling it Bowser's castle the whole time. Alright, we're back at Smithy's castle. Well, dang it, I'm still calling it that. It's force of habit. Alright. Boss fight against Red Magikoopa. You know what? I think you would look better in blue. Where is your blue outfit? It would be right here. And you're also surrounded by a few shadows. I can't select those shadows. Also, we don't have boss music for this version of the fight. We have regular battle music. You know what though? You're really weak. You don't deserve boss music. Granted, you're really strong magically. So my jump and fire are not going to cause a lot of damage. Okay damage, but still not a whole lot. I don't think you have very much HP left, so I'm going to go ahead and let you do a thing and see what these shadows do. So it seems that the shadows are the different summons. So that shadow was for the King Bomb, which I definitely want to defeat and not let explode, because as interesting as that glitch was before, where Magikoopa never attacked again, I kind of want to see what happens when he tries summoning the other eggs. Is this going to be the same one? Oh, no. This one's definitely a different one. And Jinx still has his shadow that he was walking around with. So the shadow that's still there right now is Mizobomb's shadow. And now this is Jinx's shadow, which means the one on the left is going to be Bahamut's shadow. Please stop attacking that particular Mario. He doesn't have much health, and I don't feel like using my healing items. Well, maybe I could use a regular mushroom. I found a few scattering of items traveling along through the castle, along with an item or two while traveling through the sunken ship. I think this is one that we've already had. No, prove me wrong. Alright. Time to take on Bahamut. Oh, hold on a sec. If we're fighting a Final Fantasy boss, I want Final Fantasy boss music for this. And if you're wondering why my health is suddenly different, it's because this is not background music, it's just background. And I accidentally chose a background that I didn't want. So I had to reload state and get back to Bahamut. No, I want music. Give me some Final Fantasy music for this Final Fantasy boss. Now, it's worth noting that in between phases, when Magikoopa is not hidden, I could just take down Magikoopa any dang time I want. Oh, you're immune to fire. However, in this particular glitch fight with Blue Magikoopa, something is kind of interesting with Bahamut specifically. Defeating Bahamut ends the fight. That is not supposed to happen. It's supposed to continue on back to Magikoopa. But, well, I guess Magikoopa is figuring, holy crap, they just beat the crap out of Bahamut. I give up. There's actually a bit of that going on lately. Magikoopa, where am I? Bowser, hello, how have you been? Made it back here somehow, but it seems like I've been brainwashed or something. You liar, you're just trying to save face. Speaking of faces, we still have the face of evil to take care of, and by that I mean Smithy. Unfortunately, I am out of time for today, and I didn't get to do any major glitches either. I suppose that makes sense, we did break the glitch generator. Regardless, we have set things up for what is going to be coming up next time, and that is a battle with Smithy and also Boomer, with a twist.